Hello, I am here at 2922 South Compton, St. Louis, Missouri. This house is quite unusual. It's much larger than the 3,000 square feet will make you think. It also has a few secrets up its sleeve that we'll see when we get inside. But let's just take a look at the front. As you can see, we have arched windows and some of the amazing brickwork, which some of our St. Louis masons were well known for. Some of the best in the country. You can see these two pillars around those attic windows. Slate roof in the mansard style, which was common at this time. Coming back down, we have a double doorway with a fan light. Looking at this house, you can see the arched windows on the second floor. This was supposed to be, it's listed as being from 1900, but everything on this tells me it's probably a little earlier. We're going to go inside now, and I'm going to have to teleport us because this front door is locked shut. Poof! And just like that, we've teleported through the door. So you can see these doors here that were installed, the ones that are locked, are a newer addition, the fan light above. Fan light might be original, although a lot of times these entryways were just open. You can see the original paneling and detail work on this. And then the double doors here with the transom would be original. Let's take a look back and we can see some of the detail. Transom would have opened for ventilation, which was important back before air conditioning or even fans. One thing I do wonder, so this house was listed as being from 1900. Everything about it tells me it's earlier than that. Probably 1880s or early 1890s, just looking at the architectural style. This is a great thing to check out if you're local at the St. Louis Library. They have a department at the Central Library where they can help you do research on your own property, and you can find all the history of it, people who lived there before, if there have ever been any news stories there. Lots of interesting things. So looking at this entryway, we have the original staircase with the paneling, which was typical of the time. Newel post with an acorn. And then this opens into the living room. Very high ceilings. Nice plasterwork trim around the perimeter. Vinyl plank flooring throughout. Originally, these probably had wood floors, but they were oftentimes not the type of wood that you would be keeping. The original owners would have put rugs on top of them, so they weren't usually decorative wood floors in this era. Fireplace here is decorative as well. Does have the original iron winter gate, or summer gate, that's what it's called, to keep the draft air, to close it off in the summertime. I knew I'd say the right word eventually. We open into the dining room, which again is a huge room. This is not a small table in here, and it's dwarfed by the size of this dining room. There's another room, which is currently being used as an office or set up as a study. Could also be a family room or something. And then the kitchen, which appears by the thickness of this rear wall to have been built at a later stage in the original house. That's often the case. These houses would have had additions that were built later. Nice kitchen cabinets and countertops. This is all modern, and that's the part you want to be modern. And then we have a bathroom through here, powder room. And I want to show this, one of the pieces of stained glass. Looks like it's been rescued from the original wooden window, which would have rotted and been put in a frame. Out to the rear, you can see the back of that stained glass. It has a storm window on the outside to preserve it and protect it from hail, which has sadly killed a lot of the stained glass in the city. You can see this part here, which is the kitchen addition. And then how tall this house is. It's absolutely gigantic. And we have here something which is rare for the city, a full 3-car garage, which is recently built. And that is great. That's a real amazing addition to have. So there's a walkout here which goes down to the basement. So you can move things down there more easily. Coming back inside. So we're going to go up and up and up in this house. And wait till we get to the top. You're going to want to see that part. So we're coming back through to the main staircase. Heading up. And since we're here, I'll just show off another one of the stained glass windows there for you. And then we have on this floor the rear bedroom, which would be a good guest room because it does have its own ensuite. There's a closet there. In the small bathroom, the shower, toilet, and sink. Back around. Laundry is on this floor, so it doesn't have to go down to the basement. Washer and dryer hookups. Electrical sub panel. And then this is the owner's suite, which is a great room. So there's a nice plaster archway here. Some of the decorative finals on it. Space here you could fit in king size, probably an emperor king bed in there too, and still have room for your nightstands, as well as the sitting room. This fireplace. Don't know if that's original or not, but it looks in keeping with the era. Large walk-in closet here. It's on a timed light. There is a safe. And then coming through here into the bathroom, we have a large double-headed shower. Double vanities, toilet cubicle, and a garden tub. The stained glass wall behind it for privacy and still having some sunlight, which is a nice thing. Now we've gone through 2 of the bedrooms. Let's go up to the next level. So we're going up to floor number 3. And floor 3 is the main bedroom level. This is the 3rd bedroom, which looks out through that small window you saw in the front. So when this house was new, these probably may have been servants' rooms. Oftentimes to run a house this big, when you had to shovel coal and do all that, you would have had to have servants. 2nd bedroom. Or bedroom number 4, I guess, for counting in total. Number 5. And then we have a closet back here. And for some reason, looks like it may have been a bathroom at some point, stubbed in for a sink. Not sure why someone did that. There's probably a good reason for it. And then this is, I guess, bedroom 6. Wow. So really good amount of space in here. These are all new. Most of this floor is on a completely different floor plan than what would have been here originally. And then full bathroom on this level. So we have a half bath on the main floor, 2 en-suites on the first bedroom floor, and then this bathroom on this floor. And now we're going to go up top because there's still more. Now, we're going to do another transportation of ourselves. And that's where we came from. We are now on top of the world. And this rooftop terrace is made out of Trex, so shouldn't have any issues with rotting on that. Really amazing view over everybody's rooftop. And as we come back to the rear here and zoom in, it looks a lot closer in reality, but there is the arch. So we're going to go back downstairs, check out the basement really quickly, and then check a couple other things out here. So just going to teleport ourselves again. Alrighty, we've teleported back down through the hatchway. And now we go down. And down. And here's that stained glass. And then the basement is underneath the main stairs. Gives us a good look of some of these stone walls, which is how all these houses were built back then. Little finished room here, used as like a playroom. Let me adjust the light a little bit. And then we have the utility area. So it's generally dry basement. This goes back to that walkout. And there's a hot water heater. So more space to do something with if you wanted. You know, just in case there isn't quite enough space on the other 3 floors plus the roof terrace. So I hope you enjoyed this video in this home. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, let us know if there's any other types of homes you'd like to see. Thank you.